So, welcome. This is 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim. This is one of those games that's just hard to describe, other than the fact that I can tell you if you like an adventure game. This is very much, in some ways, an old school adventure game. But at the same time, it's, I don't know, it's got some kind of interesting actually game parts in it. So I'll just start with the game part here, Xycia, and see what you like. It's kind of like almost like a tower defense. Wait. Why can't I? There we go. It was loading. That's why. What? Oh shit. What the hell?
What are you worried about?
It seems like it was going to tell me that it was going to overwrite all of my recent hours of work on this. This is odd. Didn't it load my game?
Calm down, Yuki-chan. We've got kaiju on all sides.
We got kaiju on all sides.
Wait, something's coming up. It's a Sentinel. Number 22. Number 22. Advancing.
Okay, this is hours behind where I'm at, but that's okay. So
The terminal defend itself. I'll need your help.
at this point in the game, your understanding is most of these people here are high schoolers.
If I don't find Nachan fast.
Some of them are first year, which would be the equivalent of freshmen.
I finally got through. Yuki-chan.
Yeah,
it's
makes
me.
sense. They look like high schoolers.
Nachan.
Yes.
I'm glad you're safe. Wait, you got in? I thought I told you that thing was dangerous.
Oh
Just
yeah.
hold on. I'm on my way. What? No, you stay back where it's safe. We got
So
thousands of
we got a little
kaiju
bit of
over
story that's going on here, which is great. And I'm just gonna talk over the story. That's not the important part here. It is very much an adventure game with this game mode right here over top of it, at least for this part of it,
Are those enemies too?
which is why there's a lot of talking going on right now.
I've confirmed their position.
I already know how to play this. Come on,
They
move forward.
specialize in melee attacks won't. Kind of short on
So we've got these kaiju and these kaiju enemies that are here to attack the city that we're here.
We all better watch out for her.
And we're all in mechs that some of them, it's the first time they've ever been in a mech, at least.
This has a very much like Attack on Titan feel.
Killing for me. Bad move.
So, let's take an action. Let's take these fuckers out.
Try this.
So he jumps in.
Nailed it. Enemy down.
Okay, what's the plan?
And she's basically going to do the same thing because we got to take these flyers out before they get to our central location. You got to protect the central location from all the kaiju that are coming at it, right?
Big mistake, pal.
It's very much like very real time in some things unless it purposely stops. So I can move around. This is a flying mech, so I don't have to stick to the roads. And right now, if you look at the upper right-hand side where my map is, there's no kaiju coming in. There's no red. So I don't know where he needs to go. So I'm just going to be like, why don't you go over here?
Moving
As
out.
long as I can keep this thing moving.
Also flying one because it's a newer one. So we're going to move her over here just in case. Wait, are those enemy? Shit.
Okay, what's the plan?
Oh yeah, there's 3 enemies there. Toast.
How's that? Say your prayers.
And then of course more kaiju come in. And you have a certain amount of time. There's a large one.
Splitting up.
They're splitting up. Yes, they're
Some
splitting
of
up.
those guys look pretty tough. Okay, there's a lot of them.
These clowns are gonna need
And you have right now a bunch of anti-air that I've been using because that was what was coming in. But there's also going to be some.
Always think ahead.
This guy's gonna. I need to move him over here because he's gonna attack.
Advancing. Man, we've got it.
So is this the full game? Like this is what it looks like when you're playing this game?
this for this part, yes, but there's an entire adventure game part.
Bingo. There you go.
So these are my guys. Now there's something interesting.
I
This person
totally
is
hate this.
whatever. That's totally acceptable. It's a very weird game. So he's got 2 kaiju target him.
Always think ahead.
He has no one,
Next move. Here's the plan.
and I can't get to her. So I can only work with those 2 right now. Now I have several things I can do. I can do action, move, repair, defend. Repair, you have to get out of your mech and it starts repairing. That's a lengthy thing. Defend recharges basically your action points, which is your EP up there. See how it says 750. So if I go to actions, like arm mounted pulse lasers just don't cost me anything. Flare torpedoes 150. Multi-lock torpedoes is 100. Flare torpedo deploys a mine at the target area. Upon detecting kaiju, it explodes and overheats them. So that's kind of nice because it keeps the big guy busy. The high quad there.
How's this?
And I can actually catch some mediums with that. And it, just like a man, it went out a little early. She has a couple of different actions. One of the actions she has is a leg spike. Not too useful right this second because we got to take these things out. The leg spike though is good for locking an enemy kaiju down so that they can't continue towards our terminal anymore. So we got some missiles coming in. We got actually some missiles that are really close there. We got to take those out. Going to do damage to our terminal.
Enemy? What? Good.
Oh, there's a bunch coming in.
Keep this thing moving.
She needs to come down here and support this guy a little bit.
Number 21. Still not used to this one.
Now, it's interesting with these 3 that I have because none of them have any of the melee skills. You got different melee skills as well, like some blades that you can use to attack with a saw-like action. That can do a lot of damage, a lot of multi-hits. So that was clutch. Me moving her back there, she was able to take out those enemy missiles pretty quick. Now he's got a special thing called the shield matrix. So actually her. Sorry. This is
And these
Amaguchi.
are
That's why.
high schoolers.
Yes, they're high schoolers. Yes. Actually, going to move Amaguchi back a little bit because that'll allow me to use.
I can do this.
I'll defend for right now.
Next move.
That shield is useful because if I have somebody that moves up front a lot and gets targeted by the big enemies, then I can use that to protect them, and it ignores all damage coming in from a kaiju, which is pretty powerful. Because like that guy's just got targeted and hit. She's gonna jump in though. Again, take some of these things out. And how'd you miss the one? See, now she's getting targeted. Let's see if his flare... Oh, he's too close for a flare torpedo. That's probably not going to be enough power. Maybe. Let's see what it does. Oh, it took it down about a quarter. The nice thing is they haven't fired yet, so I'm just going to jump her out of the way and take some of them out. Now this... Yeah, he's like, oh, I want to protect her. Yeah, boom. So even if she gets... See, it could, that kaiju actually hit her there, but she was able to ignore all the damage on it because she was shielded. So there's... You actually have these mechs that can be different loadouts so that they have different uses between anti-air, between good defense. One of them has rail guns. One of them can like actually lay down these little sentinels, and the sentinels are just turrets. They're sitting there Oh, that's we got to get rid of these missiles.
That easy.
So you can lay down these turrets
What's the plan?
that she's out of points. Damn it.
Nice.
But these turrets will be just turrets with railguns on them that can just take shit out like crazy.
Number 20.
Or you can have the
So-
melee mechs as well. So
Is
there's
the
all
point
these.
to this just to destroy the enemies and then you move on to a different area, or
So far, yes. That's the point of this one right now. Are the missiles gone? Yeah, all the missiles are gone. Because this should be the last one, I think.
Bullseye. Now then,
and shout out to New Karita, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate that.
good timing.
Also Bando, also James, also Day Drinker. We love you guys as well.
No fight I can't win.
But yes, at this point, it is a
Number 21,
strategic game where you're moving around, moving your people, using their actions separately, and trying to take out these kaiju that are threatening your city at a
Stay on guard.
2 kilometer at a time kind of section of the city.
Number 22, advancing.
This thing moving.
I gotta move these people in because he's got
You're
no
right there
actions
with me.
left.
I have never heard of this game either. This is a PS5. I don't know if it's exclusive. I guess he could tell us, but
I think it's exclusive right
he
now.
wanted to show. Yeah, he
Yeah.
wanted to show me. It's hard for me to respond to you, Brian, because can't tell.
Yep.
Okay, let's do this.
I know, that's why I'm just kind of talking in general. Ah, come on. Take it out.
Get wrecked.
It is kind of like Gundams in a way.
Do it.
Oh yeah, they're very much like Gundams that they're in. They're in mechs with weapons. What the hell?
I guess I'll be
Oh,
like the
shit.
chat
Oh, good.
moderator.
Are we winning?
Okay, so I just cleared that out.
Scrap it.
Aegis activation confirmed.
And they talkie because
Down on me, Gucci.
this strategic part is essentially half the game, maybe even a third.
Man, this is rough.
We'll see. Again, it went to an older save on me. No, I do not want to save my current progress. This better not overwrite it. Can I save to a slot? Oh, I don't know. Fuck, I'm not going to do it. So then I just unlock this guy's story. And this is where it gets weirder.
Understood.
Even more not a Xycia game, I suspect.
It gets more weird than this.
Yeah, because that was just the strategic game. Now we're in 1985.
Damn. No way out.
And we are literally now in an adventure game. So,
Where'd it go? Wait. You must know who I am.
so it's literally at this point an adventure game where I'm buttoning through.
Sekiko.
Um,
What do
So-
you want from me?
Now I've got something in the thought cloud now. Yes, what was that?
Guess you have a death wish.
It's an anime
Well-
adventure game.
Because
I'm
you came from another dimension.
I came from another dimension.
I'm trying to take this in. So this is a high schooler with a gun.
Well, see, up until this point, you know them as high schoolers, and you just got introduced to this guy, and it says 1985, and we just found out, oh, I'm from another dimension.
Tell me the truth.
There's, in theory, time travel involved in this.
Resistance is futile.
Surrender now, or else.
If you won't answer my question, then talking to you is what.
Are we gonna shoot this guy or?
Another dimension.
Oh
Even
yeah,
if it, there's no way I'd be
we're gonna
able
shoot
to
that
tell.
guy.
My memory.
So now I've got free movement, so I can go to the rooftop door. I can go over here. I can check him out. So I'm like, oh yeah, let's check him out.
Good.
He's like,
He's
oh, he's still alive because I'll like
Make sure
figure
he's
out how to
not
set this
stunned.
gun to stun that
Ooh,
I've never
mysterious
used
man.
before apparently. Oh,
Maybe he has something. Just a pair of handcuffs.
so this, and some old communication device. It's huge.
It's huge.
I think
Now-
what you should do is just turn off the audio from the game in real time to Discord, and let me just hear your voice, and I'll take the audio from the stream.
Oh yeah, you still have Discord up? I thought you turned Discord off.
If you can do that quickly. If you can't, then
Yeah, I can stop sending
no.
the audio to you.
I have to send you my video, right?
Right.
That's
What?
much better. Speak.
Yes.
Oh, perfect. I can actually hear you now.
Oh, good. Okay, perfect.
Well,
And
All
you're
he
still
has
coming
left on
back
him is his
to...
wallet.
you're still
stream as
choppy.
well.
Never mind. So scratch that for now.
You won't mind if I borrow these, will you?
Okay, so I've picked up some items, and like any adventure game, when you pick up items, or more importantly in this, you have not just an inventory, you have what's called the thought cloud. And the thought cloud, I go into a triangle, and then here's that wallet that I picked up. I can
Nothing in here
examine
but
it.
cash.
Nothing but cash. I'm not going to complain about
Might as
that.
well put it to good. I haven't eaten a thing in 2 days.
Um,
Hang on. The designs on these bills look. There's even a 500 yen bill, and these coins
So-
are from back in the Showa era.
So he keeps talking about stuff, because we find out that apparently he's traveled through time.
I better not use. Its range looks to be up that means.
As he finds out he's in
If I mess with it,
1985.
they'll know I'm nearby. Ace, it's no use. But
And
that's
then
what
we
he
just
called
go
me.
through, we can examine each of the things that we
I should
have.
have 2 or 3 This gun
Gives us a little bit more of the story.
could it really be?
But the other reason why you examine that
Public
is
transit
because
too risky.
when you go to
It's like
talk
under
to other
surveillance.
people with this adventure game,
It might be safest
there
to
might
travel
be
along
some
the
of your
river.
thought cloud that you can then
But
ask
before
them a
that,
question
I should
specific
read.
to it.
2 days ago,
Again,
I woke up
normal
and
adventure
since
game
then,
stuff. So then we go into a flashback where he woke up
Where?
in this alley.
How did I get? I can't remember. What is
But I
And
thought this
this
was
is the
already
first
a
time he finds
flashback,
the
'cause now
gun.
we're in 1985, and now we're
We're
going
still
back even further.
1985. This was just 2 days ago in 1985 when he first appeared here. Collapsed woman. You don't know much
Hey,
about her
miss.
yet, but you actually find out that she's in the story elsewhere.
I wonder.
She's the school nurse. It's gets really
It's no
weird.
use, I still can't.
Then we find out that, like, say, and I don't want to go too far in the story because the story actually gets super interesting. So yeah, I checked out her body. Forgot what was the next thing to do here.
Looks like she's bleeding.
Oh yeah, I
Based
just
on
gotta
this,
check her
the gun
more.
appears to be.
There we go, thought cloud.
Is it possible? All I know is I woke up was I.
And then people have these dreams, and then they find out they're not dreams, they're kind of from the future, and it gets weirder and weirder, and then there's like 5 more plot twists beyond what I'm even talking about that just go super weird. Oh,
So-
there we go.
Is this like
This is where I woke
entertaining
up.
to you? Like this game? Like you like playing things like this?
Pills?
Like this is super
I-
weird.
Likely
I
this
don't
belonged to
I
me.
don't like playing adventure games, but the story in
I
this
should see
one
if that woman has
was
anything
really
that serves
cool,
as a
and I
clue
like
what
it.
happened here.
It's a super bizarre. It's super anime too, but it's the story just gets weirder and weirder and weirder, and just keeps putting stuff on it. I don't like. I gotta get to that envelope eventually. I think the adventure
Something in her skirt
game
pocket.
part of the mechanics is kind of clunky.
A piece of paper with. Are there
So I
any
got
other
back to
clues
her.
around here?
Yeah, there we go. Now I can pick up that thing. So it's
There's nothing else.
not big on
I haven't checked my own pockets yet.
like it's not big on like
An ID
highlighting
card.
stuff
A
in
student.
the background so that you know
I haven't
something.
checked my own pockets.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's like some. Don't ask.
Someone dropped an envelope. Could it have something to do? Whatever's inside.
So then again, you got everything. You can
There's
go and you
nothing
can
written
get
on
more
it. The
stuff
documents are-
about it.
There's an emblem on. Maybe it's a car key.
Maybe it's a car key.
This appears to be someone.
Um,
Sakura High School.
Oh yeah,
Class 1B.
Yori Fukusaka.
Yori
You already met her.
Fukusaka.
And you've already met. You've already
Fuyusaka. But I
You've
can't
already
remember how I
gone
know
through
her.
some of her story.
It's uncanny though, in one way or
Then you find out that even though they're
Everything
high
is
school
complete.
students, that maybe
Why
they've
am
been
I here?
alive for
I don't even remember
a
my-
long time. Because it's anime.
Is it possible?
They
that
can't
someone
make,
and I know each other?
like,
All
I
I
don't know.
woke
It's
up was I.
the whole trope of anime and the young girls are actually like
Note says
really old is kind of
fourth
stupid, I
what could
think,
it
but
mean?
whatever. What do I got to trigger?
You got a
She has
cryptic
nothing
note.
else on her.
Yeah, pretty much. I got to trigger the guys.
It's funny, they all sound like Solid Snake. They're all like, Metal Gear.
Hey, Metal Gear is anime. I mean, what do you expect? I mean, I know there's nothing else on her.
Nothing else on her.
Yeah, I already looked through my thought clouds. Damn it!
How many times you gonna check out this girl's body?
this
I mean,
thing
she's
weird?
dead, dude.
Why
I
would
know,
be carrying
but-
a weapon?
I'm trying to find.
It's a student ID from Sakura High School.
See, it
It
seems
appears
like
to
there's
belong
two
to
more
yours.
things. I think.
There's an emblem on it. Maybe it's a.
Looks like there's
There's
two
a
more
note,
things I've
and it
got
looks like a
to
Chihiro Mori- there are
interact with?
instructions written up. If capture is not possible,
then shoot to kill.
then
Oh. So it looks like I got something else now.
a note that was included. It says, if
Okay. Now does it trigger him? Damn it. Ah, there we go. See, now because I got close to her and it showed a triangle instead of an X, now I can... Oop, that's not what I want to do. Now I can
Chihiro Mori-
combine
There's no doubt
my
about
thought
it.
cloud with something I find in the environment. So
who
that's
this
kind of
guy
their
is.
adventure game replacement of like the inventory and taking the hexagonal, crank and plugging it into the hole of the wheel or something like that. There we go.
This is the place. Let's see what we
Someone's coming. I won't be able to talk. I need to get out of here before they.
And this is actually still kind of down
Surround it.
the tutorial sections that I'm in. Later on, you find out you can go back and redo the stories, and you can do different conversations and go down different
Where'd that boy run?
paths, as it were, so you can learn more about the story. There's secrets that you end up
He gets away
finding.
again, we're in deep shit.
Let's contact HQ.
Uh,
I'll leave that to you. We'll monitor public transit.
I'm going to see if I can't load my other save so I can go back to a bit of the story.
Sounds like
The other cool thing about it, too, is if you like
And that means
one section of the game more than the other, you can focus more on the story stuff and less on the strategic kind of
why can't I remember?
tower defense side of it as well. So you can really play around with
That
those.
now. I can't let myself
You're
be
watching chat
captured.
for questions, right? And it's messing with me.
Have you played? Someone's New Karita's asking if we
Least until
played
I
One
figure this
Piece
all out for
Pirate
myself.
Warriors.
Not.
I haven't. I don't know about you. I don't even know
I
what
have
that
not.
is.
I've actually heard of One Piece.
What do I do now? If I don't get my memories back.
Oh, see, that's where he meets her. See, they just fought together
Hey,
when we were in the strategic part, but here's the first time they're meeting this time. Strange girl, aren't they all?
Stick out like a sore thumb in this part. Get yourself somewhere with lots of
She's
people.
actually she's badass. She's pretty cool.
I still don't know how they do it, but they're able to track your general location.
Wait, who are you?
I'm
she
here
knows
to
what the
return
fuck's
a
going
package
on.
I borrowed from you.
A package?
Yeah, I left it over there.
So yeah, nothing really popping out to...
Usually
Talk to her
it's the
about-
guy that gives the girl the package, right?
I'm not here
It's
for small
true.
talk. Coming here at all was risky enough as it is. Just go get your pack.
Well, it is his package, technically. She's given his package back to him.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
That girl said this belongs to me?
Hello. I can't imagine how
So,
this must make you feel.
then you got the trope of the yourself talking to yourself.
I'm sure
and-
you've noticed by now. My name is Ace, if everything went according to
It's
plan.
like, oh, I'm future you or I'm different you, so just trust me what I'm saying,
We don't
right?
have much time.
So they got that trope
So
as
I'm
well.
only telling you
There's science fiction trope after science fiction
You're a
trope.
human from another
Absolutely
dimension.
hilarious.
This place you're in right now.
Yeah, there's not so much hordes of enemies, especially in that strategic one, because that was more of
There
a
was
tutorial.
a very grave one.
But kind of.
And now many people are
Yes, we're stuck. Blah blah blah.
But don't give up yet. Unfortunately, I can't. You understand now.
Of course, I can't tell you the way to fix your way out of this problem because that might screw with the. I don't know.
Its location is known. Only you must find it.
You must find
Don't
it.
get caught. You have to trust
Well, yeah,
me.
you can't predict the future because then it
Oh,
won't happen.
actually, since
Help you make the right
butterfly
choice.
effect or whatever.
yeah, since you're only getting stream audio, I can fix your audio through Discord. That's easy. Okay, Discord audio probably is better for you now. So yeah, I mean, I gotta check to see if my save's there because it's
Yeah,
I'll be able to.
You are good to go now. I'll just mute
Yeah.
the audio, stream audio.
Yeah, the stream audio is just good for the gameplay at this point. So, oh yes, I do believe it is
Gotcha.
on PC. Well, actually, no, I don't think it's
Just a
on.
second.
I don't think it's on Steam either. I think it's only on PS4 and PS5 right now. Oops. Pressed the wrong button. Oh, I didn't know it did that. Cool. That's the touchpad button. It doesn't do any touchpad, but it at least
How am I supposed to believe all
it
that?
brings that up.
Still, it does line up. First things first. If what that girl, then I'm not.
I'm not safe here. And you do this, that's at least through the tutorial. That's what you do, is that you go back and forth between the strategic tower defense game and this adventure game. Once you get out of the tutorial, which... see if I can load. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yes, I'd load slot 3 because that's where I'm at. So then once you get out of the tutorial, get to this area where you can actually just choose what you want to do. You can choose to do wave after wave after wave of enemies, and they bring in different levels of strategy on that because the typical pilots at the lower levels can only do 2 waves before they get brain overload. And you get extra points for doing multiple waves consecutively. And you have enough people you can switch them out. I got 4 waves solid before I had to basically say, hey, it's time to rest. The Remembrance, I'm going to go in there because this is just hilarious. So here's all the people that you go through. Some of them are locked. You have to go through certain waves in order to unlock them. Some of them you've already met when you do other people's stories. It's like there's Iori Fuyusaka. I'm going to bring up her story because her story is hilarious if I can. Yeah, it's fine now. That should be fine now. This is the one. Yeah.
Aw, jeez.
Okay, I've played through this.
You really gotta stop doing this.
Oh, this is
That's
okay.
a-
This is earlier.
that's a little
Can I go?
robot.
I need to go back in time. So I need to go back to our prologue. So we should be able to load our prologue, right? Come on. Yes. Thank you. Yes, that's what I tried to do. Now, go back to here. It won't load it. See, I was under the impression I could go back and load it. That's why I came here, because I wanted to show her earlier story. So this is the one that I yelled at the computer while I was playing this, because I was playing this. She comes into this after doing track practice, and she gets surprised by this robot. Well,
That's what I was thinking too. Like her pants are just like not. She's not wearing pants.
it's anime. And it's so anime that she comes here after track practice. She's like all sweaty from track practice. She goes, should I change my clothes?
No, not you.
And we're in the locker room. And she's like, but I don't want to go home all sweaty. I should change my clothes. And she starts pulling her shirt up, right?
Oh,
and I
this is that
literally
game.
looked at, yes, it's that game. I looked at the screen. I was like, no, stop, don't do that. And my wife from the other room goes, what's Parker doing? Our cat. And I was like, no, I wasn't yelling at our cat for doing something bad. I was yelling at the anime teenager on the screen telling her not to take her shirt off. And of course what it did is the robot pops out of a laundry basket, scaring her so she doesn't, and she puts it back down, right? She never, thank God, never shows anything. But that's literally the type of stuff that happens in this. By the way, the robot's name is BJ.
You gotta stay
And
quiet
I
if
think
we're
it's
gonna keep
hilarious.
hidden.
Well, that's funny. But the fact that she's missing pants, but yet she's wearing shoes.
No, she's
So
not
it's not
missing
like-
pants. She's got track shorts on.
Those are track shorts?
Those are track shorts.
I
I'm
thought track
almost
shorts
done
look
with
like
practice.
shorts and not
We'll go
like
there after. Sound good?
underwear.
It's anime.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
With a robot named BJ. All right.
Yes, with a
I'm
robot
following
named
you.
BJ.
Yeah, everything makes sense.
Sentinel
Totally.
number 7 created
I'm
to
tracking.
fight against the tripods. It's also the robot that BJ
BJ
used
man
to
in
pilot.
black suit.
Well, it's two different things.
His name
She
is
she
BJ.
considers BJ first.
He's an alien that came from his mission was to protect Earth from other
Now she's a science fiction nut, so she thinks he's an alien from a different planet.
secret agents.
She's like-
rumored to deal in the extraordinary.
And there's
Oh.
Men in Black that, because she saw Men in Black nosing around, so she figured, oh, I gotta save this alien from another planet from the Men in Black. And she's like, I've been practicing for this my whole life, type thing. Okay, let's go. Wait, let's go. Oh,
Yeah, they're like bikini bottoms. That's what those are. They're definitely not track shorts.
they're track shorts. Clearly, they're track shorts. She's a track. Oh, there we go. My locker. That's what
I don't
need
know
to
if
do.
that's how it works.
Look,
I don't
see,
think that
look,
works
they
like
they more than bikini bombs, track shorts.
Blocking
that.
your
Yeah,
radar.
I don't see that.
But I don't know where else to keep you safe.
I'm glad you don't see it, because she's a little young for you to be looking at that. Or she's really
But
old.
Is she like actually?
You don't. Yeah, you don't know. And the twists that are in this that I kind of know ahead of time on some of these is just, it's bonkers.
Yeah,
Come
I can
on.
believe
Like,
that.
where's my lunch sack? I need to put them in my lunch sack, my knapsack. I already went to my locker. Already talked to him. Oh, hiding
It's
place.
like I told you this morning.
Ah, so now I'm going to remember this morning. Yeah, this is the game. It's an adventure game. It's 100% an adventure game.
Oh, yeah,
But,
there's definitely an adventure here.
well, excuse me, it's an adventure game. I didn't say there's adventure here.
I'm sorry, BJ.
See, look at that. It even looks like E.T. I mean, Christmas sake.
But
I
if
mean, is
left
it
you in my
literally
room,
that
my
hard
brothers
to
would come
remember
in.
what she did earlier, where she put something? Is that like you have to
They'd
like
be able
think
find
back?
you even if you
No,
hide.
she's
Like
this is
flashback.
for the story. It's an adventure game.
Once school's over, I'll
Like,
help you
man, where
find
did I
what
put
you're
my
looking
purse?
for.
I'm gonna have to do a flashback because I don't remember where I hid it.
You just gotta be a good boy until then.
Well, I mean, it's just as bad as the bad guy in the movie, giving away his entire plan.
Before he
Same-
tries to do something.
It's the exact same thing.
fool! You have walked into my trap.
Exactly.
you walked in, I'm going to activate
Yeah.
Plan
What?
B.
Why? This is new. This whole examination thing I'm doing here is new.
Yeah, see, the only difference,
That was weird.
so New Creator pointed it out, or no, I'm sorry, Daydrinker pointed this out. She's wearing the same clothes, except she's wearing a skirt in
Right.
place of said track shorts.
Well, no, she's also got her school uniform top on too, with the bow. This
very
examine
sus.
thing is cool. I've not seen this before, but I don't see anything like popping up as like things to look at. So I guess I'll get out of that. Yeah, no, it's short skirts all over the place. That's for damn sure.
Just stay quiet.
It's I try to like avoid thinking about that and move on to the cool parts of the story. Oh,
So
we're
you're
back
gonna
here.
Be a good little alien, right?
Could be a good little alien, right?
That means
Day
you
Drinker
gotta stay
says
in
those
there.
are totally her panties, not the track shorts.
They're track
I'm
shorts.
sorry I have to.
I'm
but
gonna
I'll be
have
back
to go
soon.
with what Day Drinker says. I mean, look at that. I mean, that's this
They're-
game. This is meant for children.
No, this is not meant for children. And it's not meant for adults either. I don't know who this is meant for.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's made for like teenagers between the age of 12 and 14.
I would say that's probably accurate. I mean, I could see...
Oh, not again.
He popped out.
Natsuno? Oh.
Oh wait,
hi.
the other girl's also wearing her track shorts.
Yes. See, she's a track member.
It's
Yeah, it's my box.
You always put
That's
it
my
in your
box on
locker.
the floor.
Oh, you saw,
Yeah,
huh?
there's some
What
serious
is it
innuendos
anyways?
going on here
A
either,
clock?
as well.
Sus. That's funny.
It's a secret.
Oh, I get it. Another silly UFO thingamajig.
See, that's the easiest way to say it.
Whatever.
It's absolutely
Just
true.
put it away before Senpai sees.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
And occasionally you're able to like find some secrets. Sometimes you're going through this. Oh shoot, I forgot to.
Wait, is that BJ in a box?
It is BJ in a box. See, it hasn't given me a choice to go yet. So, because the theory is that I might have to come back here 3 more times to play through this in different ways. I don't know if you have to play through the whole thing or not. I have no clue. Must go to the gate. Okay, so oh, there's the PE bag. We probably have to change our clothes first. Everybody close your eyes.
I gotta be careful. This is confidential information.
Okay, yes. Confidential information. Okay, BJ, hop in my bag. Okay, why did it bring me... Oh, I hit the wrong button. That's why. I hit X. I'm used to... Every time I hit X, I hit where X is on an Xbox, which is square
Yeah,
on
no,
PlayStation.
Yeah.
What would happen if
It
they found
really
you?
screws me up because
And
I
that
see
area
X
they
and I
want.
know where X is
Dissected on a table.
normally. Dissected. He's a robot. I love how she keeps thinking he's an alien and he's clearly a robot. Maybe an alien robot, I'll give you that, but... And the other thing is they're layering on all these different tropes, this, time travel, different dimensions, aliens, all this stuff, because they legit want to confuse the story at this point.
Oh,
And they do
wow.
a
We have
great job.
We have a super nerd in chat. It's actually a cross on the PlayStation. Get it right.
That is true. It is actually a cross on the PlayStation. That's also the same type of people who argued the difference between Lego and Legos. Oh,
Hold it right there.
crap.
I'm going to need you to show me what's inside your...
No, just scream rape and trust me, he'll run away. That would be the best way to do it. Creepy guy in sunglasses hanging around a fucking high school girl, all you have to do is yell rape.
He's still
Yeah.
after me.
He's still after me, so I'm going to stop.
What do I do?
Oh wait, he's still after me.
My room.
Okay,
Well,
so
you put on
there...
pants first. That's the first thing you do.
Yeah, right? You gotta pant.
Maybe
You gotta
wouldn't have
you gotta
creepy
have
guys hanging out
heaving
outside the pool.
bosoms as you pant.
Either way.
Maybe
I
that's,
like
you
the
know,
fact that, again, in this case, I didn't find something where I had to think of like a hiding room. I actually had to go into the thought cloud and think about a hiding room, a hiding place.
If I put him in my locker, odds are no.
So I've considered them. Considered that. What options do we have? Oh shit. Not a lot.
Hey you,
Hey you, yeah.
have you seen a girl
Ha!
around here that's wearing no
That was,
pants?
that was
Sucks.
good thing she's thin, right? She's like she's hidden in a little shadow. Okay, I can't go in the doors. Should I go downstairs? I don't think there's anything else I can do here. Yeah, none of the doors open to the classrooms. These are all the... Oh, shit. Oh boy, I made a choice, didn't I?
Hold it right there.
What happened? Oh, hey. Hey, you girl.
Oh, that was a fail state.
Still,
What if he was like? What if he's like the pants police and he's just wanting you to put on pants?
Ah,
Try to protect you from going out into the wild with no pants.
okay, so that happens regardless of whether I consider hiding places or not. So if I go back that way, it's essentially a fail
this
state.
really sucks.
I wonder if that showed up in the... Oh, yeah, see? So because I went the way I did on that first part of the
Exactly.
adventure,
Hey,
It-
you.
it
Where's your
went to this
pants?
branch.
Put them up. Your pants.
Listen, I have shorts on. They cover more than what you see in the beach. That's for damn sure.
I mean, I guess it depends on the beach.
Every beach I go to, that's a hell of a lot more than what they're wearing. Also, there's a cat.
That's not even. I didn't even think about that. Daydrinker made a good
There's one over
point.
here, too.
She's wearing these track shorts, right? But yet she's wearing like a coat. So like, is it cold or is it hot? I need to figure this out. We need to figure out, is it actually hot or
Go
cold?
elsewhere. The hallway.
What do I
Third
do?
floor.
My room gets raided by my little brothers pretty often. Either way, as for the track room, if I put him in my locker,
Okay, that's great, but that doesn't help. See, this guy's hanging around. I can't go the other way because I go downstairs and run into that guy.
this really sucks.
Well, is the third floor the only place you can go to?
It looked like it. I can't go into any of these. None of these trigger. If I go to... Oh, there we go.
Well, if it isn't Minami.
I had to go down and back up. That's why.
Oh god, Takun.
What's up?
This guy is... He's a creep.
At least he's wearing pants and a jacket.
Yeah, he's still a creep. Hey, buddy. Nope. Okay, so I can't do any of that. Oh yeah, I can. Damn it! No, square versus
Being chased by
cross
men in
again.
black suits.
What? What'd they do?
Nothing yet. Dissection.
He's
maybe. Definitely a
he's
full-body
he's
search.
very like 50s.
I was gonna say he
Greaser
looks like he's from
thug?
the 50s. Yeah.
So
It's
those
like, is he in the
clothes
wrong
will
universe
probably
here?
be in
What's
the
going
way.
on?
So those clothes will be probably the way. A total creep.
Huh?
You know,
At least he's dressed
Little
appropriately.
outfit.
Yeah, Daydrinker says the same thing.
You mean the spacesuit? Well, yeah. They take the whole thing off. I imagine they'll search every nook and cranny.
Oh god.
for real?
He's thinking something totally different
What
than she
the
is.
hell is he talking
I mean,
about?
Those sick bastards.
Don't worry.
I mean,
take care
that's
of
what
this
this whole
perv.
thing is. She's like, huh? Perv?
Hey! You ain't getting away with this, asshole!
I don't understand why pervs would be following me. I mean, I'm wearing clothes.
I knocked him the fuck out.
Never
I
seen someone
love
go
it.
down so easily.
Ah.
He came from over there.
Hopefully I'm smart enough I went into the room.
Well, that was something. He's coming.
Okay.
One of them is blocking the stairs.
Yeah, so I can't even
Why
go
would
to the
they-
stairs now.
That's a hell of a side. Not even a side quest, like a side story that leads you nowhere.
There we go. In theory, if she's smart, she locks the door.
Someone was just here.
Someone was just here. I could smell them. I don't know. Dot, dot,
What
dot.
are you doing here?
Shh.
Yuki-chan?
Yeah, Yuki-chan. Yuki is a
Good timing. I
badass.
could really use your help.
What now?
We've been pursuing a suspicious individual. She's still in the area and she's concealing something.
If I just help him out now, maybe old Four Eyes will
And
let
she's
me have my
concealing
way.
something.
Fine.
I don't know where she'd be concealing it with that outfit.
Oh man.
It's an SIU assignment anyway,
hilarious.
right? That's why I was hired to go undercover in the first place.
All you have to do is locate her. Leave the capture to us.
Shit.
So, what does she look like?
Yuki's working with her.
No
Oh
way.
no.
Is Yuki-chan working with the men in black?
Oh my god.
Yuki-chan.
Not to mention, Yuki-chan is ostensibly one of the high school students, but she talks like she's 30. The nurse is something else. The nurse is horrible in some ways, but very funny.
So I guess there's an accurate depiction of if those track shorts or are those just underwear, and those do not seem like track shorts to me.
Yeah, she's wearing track shorts.
Those are
Okay,
like-
so then her story is now available. So then I can like just go over to the mystery files. The mystery files tell you it's all the things that you have collected. You can unlock certain things with mystery points that you get. Some of these are just unlocked automatically. This is basically a codex, a codec, I should say. There's this one, the event archive. I haven't seen too much. But it's a little bit of what's we're going through. Where's the items? Oh yeah, so it even goes into like the guy's room, like what the commercial district is, and different places. I've been in the 2060s where like stuff's blown up, so that's where we get some of that time travel. Then there's like not quite that far. There's like the 2020s or 2010s or something like that, because we're in 1985. You see the school in different eras, which is pretty crazy. Why can't I? There's a guy who his name changes, and you don't know why his name's changed, but then because other people remember him as someone else. So there's a whole thing behind that. Oh, I can unseal the brown envelope. Why am I not seeing some of the... There's some other stuff I unlocked that isn't here. Which is really weird.
You said the save thing was all being weird.
Yeah, but I think I loaded the newer save now. Either that or I went over auto... Oh, that's what I did. The auto save was newer, and I think I might have saved over it. See, because I've already fought through all these. I wonder if my autosave got saved over. Oh, that'd suck. Because I've already gone through like 4 or 5 of these ones in the new area. This is where it kind of unlocks it a little bit more. Where you get a little bit more strategy. Because once you unlock to this point, not only do you get more mechs. I was playing with 6 mechs. But you also get to start upgrading them. And you can like... change their loadout. You can change what weapons they bring in, or what other items like the shields they can bring in. You can increase the power of those weapons. So, and you have so many points that you build up that you can spend on building out different mechs in different ways. I want to see.
And this is still the same. This is the mode where you were fighting things in the city or whatever.
Yes. See, I can't load the auto load. That's weird. So I think I just lost a bunch of my progress that I had before, but that's okay. I'll deal with it. Should have saved it properly before instead of my auto load. So here, yeah. What?
For the next assault,
You said auto load. I said, did you mean auto save?
No, the auto. I can't load the auto load.
I mean, the auto save.
No, that's a save file. I want to load my auto load.
Found it.
So you get bonus objectives. See defense rate clearing 50% or higher. Here's where you can like go in and you're like, I have to defeat these people before it unlocks that. That's right. But this is the screen where you would decide who you want to take.
Not a problem. I'll go.
And this is also where you would do the upgrades once we get to that point,
My turn.
which would be after a battle. So, what time is it? 10:20. I'll just do this last battle.
Easy there.
We'll do an actual good battle here.
I just want to go over some. Let's try improving the
Oh,
Sentinel.
good.
Oh yeah, we're improving the Sentinel. There we go.
Sort of.
Okay.
Basically, with the
Stop
excited
talking
to
so I
see
can do
what
it.
But hey,
We'll finish this one and... So...
I mean, this game is definitely different.
Oh yeah.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I probably would not play this.
It's different.
Most likely wouldn't play this, but it's definitely entertaining for at least this.
Oh, it's... in the story, just the story, I can't tell you, is so much fun. It's so dumb.
So this is another.
Yeah. Now, you notice
Yeah.
they're all in their school outfits or whatever.
yeah.
Notice they're different in the mechs.
I'll fight.
Let's see. Can I update? Oh, sentry gun. I want to update that sentry gun. That's good. And who's got shield?
Do they explain throughout the game why they have mechs?
Yeah, the time travel. We covered that part. And there's these things attacking us, so we need... oh, shield matrix. There we go.
Well, right, things attacking them, but why do they have mechs?
That's
why do they
because
have...
things are attacking us.
Right, but
As
why
things
would-
attack you, you make mechs to like defeat them, right?
Uh,
No, seriously, they go through the story, and that's where we are in the story right now. Is that sometime in the future they built these mechs to battle these kaiju, and then they came back in the past because the kaiju started attacking in the past, so the mechs came back here. So some of these people are new to the mechs. See, notice something.
Walking, I've got this weird
and I
pressure
have
on my
not watched
legs,
Pacific
like they're
Rim,
super
James.
cramped.
He sucks.
Yeah.
All I can think about
they-
is how weird it is to see you in a robot, Usami-chan.
So yeah, it's like some of these people haven't been in mechs before, but the weird thing is for some reason in this game, and I don't know why they decided to do this, but when they teleport into the mechs, they don't have any clothes on.
I heard about the kind of dreams you've been having.
Oh,
But
great.
I kind of figured you might be involved in all this.
Fortunately,
anyway.
this is the worst it gets.
At any rate,
But
the mech's nerve connection. More time in the pilot's
it's
seat will
it
help
gets
you
it,
your
I'm
body.
telling you, it's just every time you turn around, this thing gets weirder and weirder.
But the assaults are going to be a lot
Yeah,
worse
canceling the
than what
apocalypse.
You're kidding.
James the Great's got it right.
Daimo signatures identified.
They're here.
I think it's they have to have a personal connection to their mechs, so it has to be
Maybe.
like metal on flesh.
Like, yeah, you're probably explaining it better than anyone else. You should write these things. So
I mean, it's like
mech's
it's
coming
like
in
a
here.
Kaiju ahead.
So,
Signatures from above.
Put on a
where's
show. They're like any other punks.
no
Gonna be okay. Definitely.
Fuyasaka? Where's Fuyasaka? Yeah, because I think she's got that. There we go. So I can take a sentry gun now, and I can just say, oh, there's guys over there. Okay, let's the sentry gun, plop it down here, and it has a fucking rail gun. He's got heavy knuckles. He's probably close enough he can jump in. Yeah, he can jump in and like take out some shit and then heavy knuckle the big guy. Oh, that's right. That one doesn't jump in. That one actually shoots. Still
Here's the plan.
killed a whole bunch of shit. So he's got a couple of different things. So I'm gonna have him. I'm not gonna have him move. I want to go to someone else
I'll try.
because they're gonna be attacking from both
Like
sides in
any
a
other
minute.
punks.
Oh yeah, he's got Demolisher Blade. Now see, he's not a flying mech, so I actually have to move along the roads. At least until I get close enough that I can attack.
What to do?
Oh, she's got a railgun, so she can just fucking hit this guy.
Just what?
The railgun's pretty satisfying. I mean, the whole screen fucking shakes. It's pretty cool. Oh, we're up in the corner here, so I need you to move anyway. Let's get you. Oh yeah, we get you to move over here because another kaiju's coming in that way.
What now? any other punks.
Can you rush attack yet? Oh, he can.
Let's do this.
So the rush attack's cool because it typically, especially at least for the smaller ones, I think it's got a knockback, so that's kind of useful. You have some mechs that you'll have that they blow up if you get close to them.
What now?
So having that knockback is useful because you can hit the one that triggers an explosion when you get close. You can knock it back before it explodes into other kaiju, and then it damages the other kaiju. So that's kind of handy. Oh yeah, see, he moved. Rush attack. Let's get down the road. Kick his ass.
Take it.
Yeah, see, he pushed him back a little bit with that. So she can do a lot, but I'm like, these sentry guns are so damn useful. I just want her to drop sentry guns every time.
Got it rough.
Is he going to be able to hit those with his arm? Not enough. He won't be able to hit all of them. So we'll do the multi-lock missiles and take them all out.
Here goes. Nice.
So we took out the air attacks. She's got to move. She's got to get going. Got to get out of here somewhere. Because there's another kaiju coming down in this area. And oh, we'll have her probably defend, so she recharges. That recharges your action. He's got to bring out his Demolisher Blade. This rush attack isn't doing enough. The Demolisher Blade's a lot more effective. Blew it up. 2,900 points damage, I think I did there. I wish I just need to zoom out. Maybe I'm missing something that I don't know where the zoom out is, but I got the map anyway, so you need to get over here where you're going to be useful. Anytime that it's going to real time, you can just hit your bumper and you can stop real time. You can bounce between people, which is very useful for
It says L2 R2.
L2 R2. Yep, there we go. Oh, there's a whole bunch of shit coming out. So I can hit the ground stuff with that. Okay, well, let's go to someone else that can hit. We need to get these air things taken care of. Can I get... Yeah, there we go.
I'll stop them.
So I took care of the air missiles that were up in the air.
Used to fight by now.
That was just the Sentinel gun that just fired off, so that was pretty cool. He's going to use his Demolisher Blade again. Upgrading the Demolisher Blade is really, really good weapon. So, you know, I did the rush attack twice on the big kaiju before and just knocked him back and didn't kill him. That time, the guy got hit by the missiles, and then I came in with that and just nuked him. Yeah, let's get all these guys. I like the UI is really nice because it's very clear what you're going to hit, which is very useful.
Yeah, it's too busy for me. I don't like the style of the map. Like the way it's like almost isometric but kind of transparent. Like that really bothers me. And just it's so busy. There's just too much going on the screen for me to focus on what's actually happening.
Oh, I think it's great because it tells you so much information. I can like make it top down if you like, instead of isometric. Who am I on?
I just don't like the way that the houses and everything are all the same color. Like they're just like transparent. Like if it was all like actual buildings, like almost like Sim City or something, like I probably would like it better.
Yeah, there
But
could be
seems
reasons
very
why it's like that. What says on the screen, he said. The zoom was somewhere on the screen. So, and that's one battle. 2 kilometer square area cleared, terminus protected. And at this point, you start getting ranked. You also get a little bit more story in this mode too, so that's kind of cool. I don't know if you can just play one mode or the other. It seems like they set it up that you could just play the adventure story if you wanted to, or just play these battles if you wanted to. But I think there's a little bit of dependence between the two.
Well, you said you had to unlock certain characters earlier from doing one of these.
Yeah, some of those characters you have to play certain waves to unlock, so that's actually true too. So there is definitely some dependence.
The best we can hope for is to keep this one.
It's true.
Yes, we gotta keep this thing safe. And then I get my after action stuff.
Victory.
So it's like tells me how much damage people took. It levels them up. Fuyusaka's the MVP. Her Sentinels did some damage, I guess. It tallies up all your score. It gives you a ranking, S rank being the best as usual. So it very much uses like, what was that from F1, I think is where S rank really came from. Then it'll unlock files for you. And then you can just continue with the very next one if you wanted to. And it'll give you new bonus objectives. I got 3 more mystery points. No, I'm not going to proceed to the next wave. And you go through the different waves. I think you can... These ones I didn't get ranked in, so I'm pretty sure I can go back and replay these and get those ranked if I wanted to. Which I probably will. I actually kind of enjoy the strategy game part of it. It's kind of cool. It's not. There's some depth in it now that I can upgrade the mechs and everything, so that helps a lot. And the adventure story, besides some of the negatives that I said earlier, the story's fun. The adventure game mechanics, it's not as great. But it's not too bad once you get used to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim. It is. I think it was free. Yeah, I got it for free on PlayStation 5 with PS Plus. I don't know if that's still active. Normally, this is, I think, a $60 PS4 game that runs on PS5. It's technically not even a PS5 game. But, I mean, what are you going to do to PS5 this thing? I mean, it's an adventure story, and it's a wireframe strategy game. So there's not really anything they need to do for graphics or anything like that. So...
Yeah, it's right now on PlayStation Store, $35.99. Usual price is $60. It's on sale for right now until, I think, Thursday, 15th.
Oh, I might have bought it on sale. Not through PS Plus. So yeah.
Yeah, if you're interested, I guess go check it out. I mean, it's
if
definitely
you
an
like
interesting game. I would say. I wouldn't say I would want to play this, but I'm sure there are people out there that, like you, that are interested in this type of game.
Well, yeah, I mean, I love the strategy part of it, and the story got me hooked, so that I continue to come back to it every now and then. And if you like anime in any way, shape, or form, you should play this game, because it's a very anime-esque story, especially with some of the tropes that they put in there, and a lot of the tropes they're putting in there on purpose. There's reasons for them to be in there. They're not just throwing them in there because oh well, we got to do some science fiction stuff here. No. There's absolutely reasons for it. Fuck, I think I screwed all my progress too. I'm serious. I think my progress got all screwed up. It sucks.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah, I think I only lost about an hour or so. Not too big of a deal.
Thanks for showing it, and for those who are watching, thanks for hanging out today. This is a new format. We're
still
be
working
doing
the kinks out.
Style, probably once a month. We'll announce it, make it more of a scheduled task, a scheduled item that we'll do.
A scheduled task.
Scheduled task. Scheduled item that we'll do, and if you have games, it's gonna be more for single player games, so games that we typically can't do on Game of the Moment. We'll be able to play those.
And also,
live.
It's a good showcase for stuff that otherwise people wouldn't see. You know, it's like I wouldn't do World of Warcraft on this.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it'd be something that more single player, more that most people don't.
Yeah.
Chat's just being funny, but
like Control, it would be a good one to do. You know, maybe Dishonored 2 or something like that. I know you had a good one. The one that you had thought of for tonight was a really good one, and it's because it's not like it has to be niche. Because we're definitely gonna do some of the more popular games, but still, it's something that maybe people hadn't seen too much of or seen in from our perspective. So
yeah. So yeah,
put it in
check this
cron.
out.
Day Drinker says.
Yeah, they're
Since
making
it's a
fun of me.
scheduled
It's a
task.
Scheduled task. Anyway, people are funny. I'm glad you guys are funny. So ultimately, yeah, thanks for hanging out. We'll see you guys next time. I guess Thursday for on this channel for the podcast.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. Y'all take care.